So Tim Duncan started kind of showing a bit and coming out high on those screens on like game one. Did you expect that? Were you surprised by that? And what do you plan to do about that in the future?
No, I wasn't surprised. I knew they'd make an adjustment. I shot the 3-ball well off the pick and roll, so I know they want to try to take that shot away. And I probably took more paint, layups, floaters, inside, close range shots than I've taken all year last night. So I missed a lot of them, but I try to keep working on finishing and making the right plays. But just trying to get in the paint and attack. We got like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds off of those possessions because you're attacking the paint and drawing defenders. So that's good offense, and you just gotta keep adjusting on the fly because I'm sure they'll throw different looks out, maybe start trapping, making our bigs make plays, which we're fine with as well. So just got to make the right play.
Steph, it seems like this series was set up like youth versus experience. Would you say youth is winning over experience right now?
I mean, yeah, they've been around the block. They know, what this stage is like, and there's no replacement for experience. So I think the fact that we're such a young team that hasn't been on this in this situation before, it helps to kind of bounce back from that game one collapse and just keep that same attitude we had going into game one and into this whole playoff run. So we're just kind of keeping our blinders on and looking ahead and keep playing good basketball like we have, and what happens happens.
Yeah, speaking of that youth first experience, I keep hearing you referred to as a kid on national TV, and you have a wife and child. I mean, what's up with that? Is that weird to you?
I've been talked about my young looks for forever, so hopefully when I'm like 40, that'll work to my advantage.
Is that just the wife of Steve Curry?
I played that guy like, 12 times already in my career. I think you know my name. Nah, that was just funny. Little Twitter joking going on. He apologized like I think a couple minutes ago. And I said I appreciate the compliments he was giving me, but that's pretty funny.
And texted you mean?
No, on Twitter. On Twitter, yeah.
You've had 8 games of playoffs. Is there something you've maybe learned in these 8 games that you didn't know coming into the playoffs?
Each game is different. Each game, you get to start over basically, and though you're playing the same team, there's going to be adjustments made, and each game takes a different feel, and so you can't get too down like we did in game, or can't get too down after a situation like game one when you give up a huge lead like that, because you have another opportunity to come back and play well and get another win. And so each 48 minutes is it's a special opportunity to get a win.
A lot of people were concerned about you for the amount of minutes you played the first game. You played slightly fewer last game, and how concerned are you about maintaining your energy? I mean, maintaining your legs in the fourth quarter and maybe overtime.
Just such an important thing to take advantage of the downtime in between games. I mean, I played like 101 minutes, I think, in the first 2 games, so something like that. So it's just just trying to stay fresh. I'm still young. I don't think it hopefully won't take too much of a toll, and I think that's good. Have to play big minutes with the lineups we have, and being able to make impacts on the floor no matter how many minutes I play, and just try to stay as fresh as possible.
As I go around Oakland, everybody's talking about, everyone wants to know, what happens when Steph or Clay don't go crazy from the outside, don't have these incredible shooting nights? Can the Warriors still get it done?
Hopefully we won't have to find out. Hopefully we won't have to. We've been taking turns, and the other guys have been stepping up making plays. I mean, you can't get distracted by it. We had big games, but Jarrett coming in the fourth quarter last night and making 2 or 3 big shots in the fourth. Draymond hits a huge 3. Everybody has confidence on the floor, and defensively, we're playing well as well. So no matter who's having big nights or who's making big plays, we find a way to get it done, and we have to maintain that, especially against a great team like the Spurs.
How much does it mean to you when Clay can take a guy like Parker and you're not having to chase him all over? fact that he does such a good job?
He's done a great job. I mean, he uses his length. For a 6'7", 6'8" guy, he's quick laterally, and even against a guy like Tony Parker, he can contest his paint jump shots and layups and try to make him shoot over him and chase him around the floor and still have a huge night offensively. So, he was our MVP last night, just doing it on both ends and having a huge monster game. And I think, with Klay's attitude when it comes to each individual game, you can expect that same mentality for Game 3. So, big matchup for us on both ends.
So if they're playing 3, clearly don't take it off. Are you determined to get in the lane? It seems like in the fourth quarter you were really looking to get in the paint.
Yeah, they're ball pressing always at half court, and like I said, we have so many threats that if you pressure that far out, I have a lot of room to work with to get in the paint, and just got to continue to work on finishing. And I got to the free throw line a lot last night because our floor is so spaced. You have a guy like Klay who had 7 threes in the first half. You got to stay home on him. We have our one big that usually that's in the game that period that's able to dominate the paint area, so that the bigs have to stay honest, and I have a lot of lanes to attack, and so everybody else on the floor. So we get our drive and kick game going. As long as I get in the paint and don't settle, I think that was huge for us in the fourth quarter to continue to get baskets.
How confident are you that you can get in the lane, especially against guys like Leonard?
I can get in there. I mean, I can get in the lane because I think I'm quicker than those guys. It's just making the right play once you get in there. Sometimes they might rotate and send help, and you gotta be able to find that right outlet, who's open. And other times just getting the ball on the rim somehow. Bogut got a tip in last night. Festus got a tip in last night off of a drive by me or somebody else coming to the lane, just getting the ball on the rim and allowing those guys to do the dirty work.